Hi everyone, today we are talking about parent functions and translations. Let's look at your first slide. Alright, parent functions. They're the simplest function of a family of functions. You're going to work with two today. The first one is a quadratic function. It is this U-shaped thing here. Where's my little highlighter? It's shaped like a U. It should open up, and it always kind of starts here at 0, 0. Your equation for it is y equals x squared, so anything with a squared is going to be quadratic. The second function is a cubic function. It's this weird S shape. That middle point is at 0, 0. And then its equation is y equals x cubed. Anything that has a cube today is your cubic function. Alright, we're going to start by talking about translations today. That's when you slide a function in any direction. Today, in this video, we're going to slide our function right and left. And I know it's slid right or left when there is a number inside the parentheses being added or subtracted from x. In my first case, if I have x minus h, that slides my graph h to the right. And when it's sliding, it's really moving that, that center point. So on my, let's draw a little graph. On my quadratic graph, remember that hits right there, you would be moving this middle point to the right. So you move it that way. And for the second type of translation today, that's when h is positive. That moves my graph h to the left. So that means that my little quadratic graph would move to the left. Now when I'm doing this, I also can be working with my cubics. Remember, those look like this. And you have that S shape. You're still moving that point that's at 0, 0, and you move it the same way. If you have a negative h, you'll move it to the right. If you have a positive h, you'll move it to the left. So for my first three, we need to describe how each of the graph moves for each of the equations below. My first one, we have y equals x minus 2 squared. Notice we have a minus 2. And if we have a minus h, that moves it h to the right. In our case, h is 2, so this is going to move my graph 2 to the right. For my second example, we have y equals x plus 3 squared. Notice we have a plus 3. And remember, when you have a positive h, it moves it h to the left. So this is going to move my graph to the left. And then my last one, we have x minus 4 cubed. Notice you have a minus 4 inside. So since it's a minus, it's going to move to the right, and it'll move 4 to the right since it's minus 4. So we're going 4 to the right. Now on your next slide, you have to not only tell me how it moves, but also move your graph. So we're going to do one example of that. I am going to, let's do this. I'm going to use these yellow lines as my axes. And let's say for my first, or my third one, we'll do the third one. We'll do this one. You start out with your graph like this. This is your parent function because it's a cube. And remember, we said we want to move it 4 to the right. So that means that to the right, we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 dashes. And we're moving this point over 4. And then kind of just shifting that whole line. So if I graph it, it's still that S shape, but that center point is now moved over 4 spots. And that's all you're doing. You're just shifting your graph over 4. Always keeping that center on this line, at least for these ones. All right, thank you for watching. Go ahead and try the next 2 pages in your interactive notebook and then move on to the next video.